is Marlena and welcome to my home. I wanted to start out this meal prep with showing you everything that I bought. I have not felt the greatest these past 2 weeks, and so I've had to kind of think about and balance how much money I want to spend and how much effort and time I want to spend. And so this meal prep it's a lot more, spending more money and less effort. Starting off, I got 6 packs of organic chicken breast. 1 pound of a grass-fed ground beef, 93.7, and I got some bacon. I don't have any plans for this bacon, I just wanted bacon. We got a gallon of milk, cottage cheese, heavy cream, butter, sour cream, cream cheese. I got 2 dozen eggs. My sister has chickens, so I got those from her. Different cheese. I got a ton of cheese sticks for the girls' snack, some organic blueberries, lettuce, zucchini, red potatoes, Vidalia onions. Our stove is currently out, so I can't make bread right now. So I bought bread, tortillas. I'm gonna save a lot of time and energy on mincing garlic. I was also out of almost all of these spices, so I went ahead and grabbed those. Some pasta, bone broth, salsa. This is a really great cream of chicken. It has really good ingredients. Crackers. This will be for one of the things we're making, as well as some snacks for the girls. And pre-prepped fruit for the girls. We are making 4 different recipes today. The 5th item that we'll have is going to be grilled chicken tacos, but I already have the grilled chicken cooked and sliced in my freezer. So other than that, I'll just need the tortilla, salsa, all the toppings. Our 4 recipes are a $1 million chicken casserole, a healthier homemade 1-pot hamburger helper, a garlic Parmesan chicken and potato, and a creamy Parmesan 1-pot chicken and rice. I just got the cooked chicken out of the Instant Pot for the $1 million chicken casserole. I'm gonna set that over there and let it cool for a bit. I'm going to wash my Instant Pot, and we're gonna start with the healthier homemade 1-pot hamburger helper. I am so excited about this. So this is, I believe, a Christmas cactus, and he is starting to get little blooms. It's like little buds. So this is the biggest one right there. And there's another one on this one, and this one, and on this one. There's 5 total. And I am just so excited about it. Ooh, it's gonna be so pretty. On my Instant Pot, I'm going to hit the saute button, and we're gonna go ahead and get the ground beef in here with a little bit of olive oil. I will say we are already off to not the greatest start. I'm gonna turn my Instant Pot off. We're gonna go over to the other counter and we're going to prep veggies and cheese. I was getting ahead of myself. I went ahead and picked up everything, and I'm not there yet. All right, let's see how much cheese we need first for these recipes. Now for the hamburger helper, I'm going to shred a cup of this, and then I'm going to dice up the rest and freeze it. Back over to my Instant Pot. I have turned this back on saute. Just added some pepper. Now some salt. I think I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the spices. So it's going to be a teaspoon of chili powder, paprika, and garlic powder. Gonna go ahead and add some of this onion. These onions are now starting to go translucent, so I know that they definitely still have a bit of that raw flavor in them right now. I don't want to cook them all the way like this because this is a one pot, so it's all going to continue to cook in the broth when I put the pasta in here. So I'm going to call that good for now. We're going to add in our cup of shredded zucchini, and we're going to add in a whole pound of short pasta. I have chosen these medium shells. Stir this up just a little bit. Now I'm going to add in this organic beef bone broth. The recipe calls for 2 cups. This is only 17 ounces, so that 1 extra ounce I don't think is going to be that big of a deal. So we're gonna go ahead and add this whole thing. That is not covering the pasta at all, so I thought I was supposed to add the milk last, but maybe I'm supposed to add it now. So I'm gonna measure out 1.5 cups of milk and get it in here as well. I'm gonna add water just to fill the pasta, just to cover the pasta. And then I think I'm gonna put the lid on it, and I think I'm gonna pressure cook it. I don't know how that's gonna do with the milk in it. We will see. So we're going to pressure cook for 3 minutes. Hopefully this turns out. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, especially with the milk already in it. We will see. But while we're waiting on that, I've got a bowl, and we're gonna go ahead and mix together the $1 million chicken casserole. I'm gonna start with putting 5 tablespoons of butter in here and melting it in the microwave. This is also going to be probably one of the most, I think this one is the most simple recipe. Actually, I think I'm just going to shred it. So this is completely cooled now, so I'm just going to shred it apart with my hands. In this bowl, I'm going to add 4 ounces of cream cheese, 1 cup of cottage cheese, half of a cup of sour cream, 1 can of cream of chicken, and 1/4 teaspoon of both onion powder and garlic powder. I'm gonna stir this up, and we're gonna divide it into 2 separate containers. I don't wanna have to make a side when we go to eat this, so I think I'm gonna put this back in the bowl, mix a bag of frozen veggies in it, and then portion it out again. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take this whole sleeve of crackers and crush them up. Here is our butter. All of this is completely soft. We're going to pour the sleeve in here, and then it's going to be a topping on these casseroles. Now that these are fully coated in butter, I'm gonna top these casseroles and stick it in the freezer. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of ketchup and a cup and a half of cheddar cheese. I let this sit a little too long after it had finished pressure cooking, so the pasta looks like it's a little overcooked. I was going to separate this into 2 different bags and freeze it, but I think instead what I'm gonna do is I might freeze part of it and we'll go ahead and keep the other half of it to eat now. I'm gonna pour this into a separate bowl. That way I can clean this Instant Pot because I will need it again for, I believe, both other recipes. Actually, no, just the one, because I'm not gonna cook the one with potatoes. I wanna see how this turned out. I'm gonna go ahead and start with our 3 pounds of potatoes that all have to be diced or cubed. In each of these is about 1.5 pounds of red potatoes. I'm gonna add about half a cup of Parmesan cheese. We're gonna do garlic, Italian seasoning, and it says a tablespoon of oil as well. Salt and pepper, and 3/4 cup of broth. This is everything I'm going to put in these bags at this moment, because now I need to get out 5 packs of raw chicken and cut all of it into 1-inch cubes. Back over here in the Instant Pot, I'm gonna put this on saute. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil and get some chicken browning. Gonna put about 1/4 of this in here. I'm gonna put 1/4 in each of those 2 bags with the potatoes, and then when this is done, I'll remove it and add the last 1/4 in here to cook. All right, they are good. Now I'm gonna add those 2 diced onions. While this is sauteing, I'm gonna go ahead and measure out 2 cups of rice. I'm gonna add about 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. We're gonna add a teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. I'm gonna move the onions over, and we're gonna get about, it says 3 cloves of garlic. So I don't care if it's a bit garlicky. We're gonna do a little bit of extra garlic. I'm gonna add our 2 cups of dry rice in here. I'm gonna stir this up and then I'll add the broth. When I was doing the seasoning, I forgot that I was doubling this. So I'm gonna add 2 more teaspoons of Italian seasoning, another half teaspoon of pepper, and another teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna stir this up. I'm gonna put the lid on it. I'm gonna hit the rice button. And once that beeps, I'll let it sit here for about 15 minutes on a natural release. And then I'll open it up. This has beeped and I let it natural release for about 10 minutes. Now I'm going to manually release the rest of the pressure, and then we'll take the lid off and get the last of the stuff in here. This looks so good. Now, because I have doubled the recipe, I'm gonna add a cup of heavy cream and a cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. This is everything that we have made today. We have our $1 million chicken casserole that I can throw in the air fryer. We have our healthier homemade hamburger helper. This we're gonna eat tonight. This is gonna be going in the freezer. We'll probably add some roasted broccoli when we go to eat this. Garlic Parmesan chicken and potato, which I will thaw, slow cook. When it's done, I will add more Parmesan on top and let it melt, and that'll be ready to go. And then we have the creamy Parmesan chicken and rice, which I had extra, so we will be having a little bit of this tonight as well. Thank you so much for coming along and meal prepping with me today for my much lazier than normal meal prep. But thank you, and I hope all of you have a great rest of your day. I will see you in my next video. Bye.